year's championship, but this is always a first-class sporting occasion. England versus France, regardless of possible Grand Slams. It's a giant match, and meaning so much to both countries this year in totally different ways.
Well, England are intent on becoming the world's best and winning the 2003 World Cup, so all that matters to them, not Grand Slams, the next game, and France represents a major challenge.
Well, the president of the French Rugby Federation, Bernard Lapassé, after the Welsh performance said the team has no right to be that mediocre. The incentive is certainly all there for Fabien Pelouse and his team. I was with them on Thursday. They look relaxed, the atmosphere seemed good, but inside the minds of those players, well, there could be all kinds of demons. Big underachievers this season. Can this team rescue its soul? And for England, a captain with a similar build to that of his French counterpart, another huge physical presence. But if it's possible, Martin Johnson has this season even broader shoulders than he normally possesses. Behind him, his team, and Johnson walking tall. His side have been striding through the championship season. England seem to know exactly where they're going. The contrast with France this season has been stark.
But with the France today, they have picked so much pace behind the scrum. They've picked a pack-to-win ball. We've got a game.
Let's see what happens over the next 80 minutes. Wilkinson will start the game for England. Good chase from Bolshaw, got hands on it and probably knocked it forward. He did.
His elevated kicking tee has really transformed the start of a match. Chasers have got such a target to go for, and Wilkinson produces fabulous hang time on those kicks.
Gaultier puts in this bustling and brisk scrum half. Dawson will have to be alive to every threat around the fringe, and vice versa.
Yeah, both men run very hard down the middle of the field and try and compress the width of the other's defence.
Pelouse back at number 8 and disrupted early on. England turn over possession. Now it will be Dawson to put in. First feather in the cap for England there, and their forwards, and also Dawson behind them, the snapping scrum half. Look at him putting the pressure on. And Leonard packing down alongside Greening and White. Two changes in the England front row. Controlled by Delalio. Dawson feeds Wilkinson, and here's Cohen getting his first touch. Healy keeps the ball alive well. Little dink from Wilkinson. Bolshaw chasing. And England there throwing down the marker, looking to exploit that outside centre channel.
Yes, interestingly enough, Stefan Glass is playing outside centre. Garbajosa inside centre. Cohen coming on the inside of Glass. Wilkinson looping round. You'd like the kick to have stayed in field.
Ibanez throws and throws well, picking out Lionel Nallet. Merceron. And that's a good kick from the fly half. Hobbled out of the match against Wales. And as he left the field, chances for France seemed to reduce accordingly. He was having a pretty good game up until then. That's a loose kick. Out on the full from Bolshaw.
He won't be very pleased with himself. I think Bolshaw's going to be tested by Merceron today. The fly half will want to keep this big French pack going forward. It was a good first kick. He looked to prompt and to probe. Very important man for Les Bleus today.
Right knee is the problem. He'll keep an eye on it. Ibanez, a Grand Slam captain, also led his side to a World Cup final. Along with the skipper, Pelouse in charge. And And he's been looking a haunted man, Fabien Pelouse, during this championship. He needs a big performance, as does the whole of France today.
That's useful stuff for the England line out there. Bullshaw going very high, and he just about puts Nallet off. Not cleaned up by France. England get the turnover ball, 45 metres from their own line.
Good work there by Steve Borthwick. First cap. He needs to get rid of those nerves. Delalio being driven back. Not a common sight, but Millier, the new flanker, very strong. Used to play number 8. His cat's kick this time. And that's well judged. Very well judged from Mike Catt, who's on top of his game. A man who's been dropped 10 times by his country.
Just goes to prove the old saying is wrong. Some of them have 10 lives, and, well, he's not going to need 11th the way he's playing. He's playing beautifully at the moment, Mike Catt.
Some grunting and groaning coming from that line out, but the referee lets it go. White off the floor now. Delalio, having been driven back, will want to make a point back. Good work from White again on the floor. The unseen work. Healy's pass to Catt. Then it's Bullshaw. Cohen cutting back inside, using his strength. Sets possession up for Dawson to Catt. Some big men in midfield. England looking for width. Delalio. Dawson again. Wilkinson. Healy. Crossfield. Looking for Richard Hill. It might fall for Hill. Ball bouncing everywhere, and Dominici came back. And from the French perspective, just as well, it was Hill against de Villiers, it was flanker against prop, it was such a good kick, and Dominici, well, he manages a smile, but he nearly didn't.
France's match winner is a try saver. It looks like it's Hill's, and Dominici kicks the ball out. Hill deprived, but it's a scrum 5, great position for England.
Dawson, Wilkinson, Healy was the decoy, now it's Catt, the space, Greenwood's going to score again! What a good start for England! He scored in every championship match. He scored against South Africa before Christmas. And England's start is fully rewarded. Beautiful creation of space. It was simple for Greenwood.
Well, England just outflanked, outwitted the French defence. The running lines of Ben Cohen were the key to that try. England just held it up and struck so well.
Although he doesn't think about records, he just focuses on his game and what he can do for the team. Well, he's doing an awful lot for the team. In every aspect. England 7, France 0. What a start from the home side.
We talked about that outside channel. Look at Cohen, though. His run into the midfield is going to hold France. And then the first man checked. It's easy for Greenwood.
Ibanez going long, and a big roar there as Borthwick provides presence.
Oh, he'll have enjoyed that. That's good news for Steve Borthwick. A super take under pressure.
Dawson, back, Healy. And back, having made the pass, was first to get round and support Healy there to ensure the continuity. England digging themselves out of a bit of a hole there, did well. Johnson brought them charging away. Dawson's chip. Again, Richard Hill is the right winger. But it's Sadoni with the catch. He's made a comeback after retirement. Sadoni, one of the great players of the game. Now, Greening would have enjoyed that one. His opposite number, Ibanez, feeling the force of the tackle. And it all leads to an England penalty in front of the posts.
Paying the penalty for the ambition there, Sadoni. Took the quick mark. It wasn't a good kick from Dawson. Now England have a penalty. But Stephen Borthwick, he'll be very pleased with his first line outtake. You can see him rising very high. Watch the pressure he comes under. Benazzi crawling all over him. Those big hands on the face. but beautiful presentation there.
Preferred to not only Simon Shaw, but also Ben Kay of Leicester, who's had a wonderful season, but Steve Borthwick, the modern athlete of a rugby player, gets his chance at 21, and he will want to seize it because competition is great for all places in this England team. Maybe, though, not at fly half at this stage. Wilkinson is out there, streets ahead. And that is one of the reasons why. So France had that flurry inside the England half, but it's England who end that spell of the game with the points. England 10, France 0.
And this is a terrible start for France. 10-0 down. They've had one really flowing attack, but England, they are scoring points when they get into French territory, and this is hurting the challengers.
That's stolen, though, by Benazi.
Super restart.
Galtier, Mercer on, missing out Garbajosa, given to Glass. Now it's Mania. Sadoni has Bernat Sal outside, and this will be the score for Bernat Sal. He hits the runway again. He is a scoring machine. 26 tries now for France. Galtier's ball, it's good, quick presentation, lovely across the line, the hands are good. Sadoni knew it was the overlap, he knew the try was there, just had to keep his cool to find his flying winger, Bernat Sal. France are back in the match and in style.
Well, that's 2 attacks down that flank, and they've cut England to pieces. The first time it was Dominici coming off the left wing. This time the extra man who makes it up is Olivier Mania. Standing in the midfield, he's given them an extra man, and he's given them 7 points.
As Merceron in the side for his kicking as well, adds the 2 points. And they're a lot happier now.
Outstanding performance, powered by experts.
Dublin's amazing new stadium will host this year's UEFA Europa League final. 32 teams still have a shot, but only 16 can go through. After the first leg 0-0 draw against Aris, Man City know that a victory will see them through. For Rangers, history's on their side. They travel to Sporting Lisbon, a team that have never put them out of Europe. It's knockout time in the UEFA Europa League, and we've got a great lineup this week, live only on ESPN. To subscribe, go to espn.co.uk/TV.
SportsDirect.com, UK's #1.
Great Umbro offers. This England away shirt, just £8. That's £8. Denstone Shin Guard, only £3. Just £3. Junior Astro Trainers, £8. Yes, £8. Junior Fleece Pants, £6. That's right, £6. Icons T-shirt, £2. Amazing at £2. More offers available at over 300 stores nationwide and online at
SportsDirect.com.
If you're a landlord, you should have proper landlord insurance. You see, normal home insurance isn't designed for rental properties, which means you could end up spending money putting things right if something goes wrong. So why not give Direct Line a call? Their landlord insurance is designed to cover you and your property. And it costs less than you might think, as Direct Line guarantees to beat any quote for the same cover. For a quick and easy landlord insurance quote, call now or visit directline.com.
Time for a new mobile? Want some money for your old one? Envirophone.com will swap your old phone for cash. Dosh.
Rhino!
1. Go to Envirophone.com. 2. Pop your old mobile into a free post envelope. 3. Get paid directly into your bank account. Anything up to £150. Find out what you could get for your mobile phone at Envirophone.com.
Not your most impressive landing, Captain. Let's check out the insurance, Skip.
Go Compare! Go Compare! Use your head to save your bread at Go Compare!
It makes sense!
Saving sense! Go Compare!
It's where you go! It's all your modes, and you thank your stars that you went to the compare.
So there is intelligent life in the universe.
Amlin Insurance sponsors Rugby Union on ESPN Classic.
Perhaps more importantly, Bernard Lapasse was talking about it. So Laporte feeling the decision makers breathing down his neck.
If you think Lapasse is more important than Reeves, I'll take your word on it.
Well, in terms of deciding what happens in French rugby now, he is. Penalty for France. Tubber Henning making it clear there. He doesn't want any hands on the floor. He wants a fast game, and that's what we're getting so far. And he's kicking well. What a fine comeback from France, completed by Merceron's kick. But of course, so long to go.
I spotted the corner of Twickenham that is a little piece of Montferrand when that kick went over. The French are coming to life. They'll be thinking shades of 99, enough to make an Englishman shudder.
Galtier was wrapped up by Greening. Dawson, Wilkinson, Cat, Cohen having to stretch and took it really well in his stride. A sense of anticipation when both sets of backs get the ball. It's a game already promising much. In comes Bernat Salles, the ball pops out. This Millière, Merceron, Ibanez, Benazi. Galtier looking to go wide, and there's a chance. Sadoni gets it out to Dominici. Takes on Healy, away from him, also away from Cat. Dominici has a lot to do. Bolshaw's across, so is Dawson. Must release that. And did, but it gave Bolshaw the chance to come in with a boot. Tremendous rugby.
Astonishing stuff, and I tell you, Olivier Magna made a wonderful turnover all the way back on the England 22, and it set up this counter-attack. And the counter-attack nearly finished by Dominici. He skins Healy on the outside. And oh, even Cat can't get there. And Bolshaw, 2 important tackles in 20 minutes. But Magna, 70 metres back, made a fabulous turnover.
Going for Delalio. An attacking and safe option. Neil back, caught by Millière. Borthwick just grabs an extra metre or two. England penalty.
Offside at the line out. More formed in line out, you can't go over 15, stay in.
He's given offside at the line out.
Stay inside the 15, line out is not over.
Just watching Matt Dawson, the boot was about a millimetre from the ball, and from up here about 100 metres away, I heard Martin Johnson screaming, no. 10-all, England want the points.
Wilkinson, after the big build-up, he cannot supply. Well, from there, you wouldn't believe it.
Well, that's one for the scrapbook. Johnny Wilkinson missing a kick, and that was pretty straightforward. A let-off for France, and France will use that to build themselves up.
Just thinking, publishers around the world will breathe a sigh of relief, but he'll get them to write those record books very shortly. Wilkinson with the pass.
It was a poor pass from Dawson, and Wilkinson was checked. The attack stagnated.
But not now, as Wilkinson picks a good line through the middle and gets it out to Cat. Borthwick's calling for it, it was behind him. combination there of Borthwick just overstepping and Cat not finding the radar was working. Bolshaw on the counter-attack. So far it's been Bolshaw, the defender, though. Cohen. Loves the physical stuff, Ben Cohen.
That's what he's picked to do.
Wilkinson to Johnson. Bolshaw, Delalio. Nobody was there or on the loop. It was just Neil back out wide, and he didn't want to commit to that pass to Delalio, and was probably wise. Lost by Greenwood. Merceron. This is Glass. So much guile to his play. Could have been a great. And France get their penalty. Again for hands on the floor. Merceron's kicking is certainly working. And what with Wilkinson's miss and Merceron's success, what a turnaround. And driving now into Dawson and back. Millier leading that charge. That's Glass. Beautiful play. Dominici looking inside. He's got Gorbajosa there. He might not need him. Dominici getting that ball down.
Here we go.
It's a case of hold on. He thinks he's scored. It will go to the video official, who is Chuck Muir. Now, before we see it, what do you think? I thought he'd scored on first sight.
I thought Bolshaw hit the flag, not Dominici. Here's the tackle. No, his foot's in touch. It's not a try.
It's not a try. Dominici's confidence, and probably ours, well, definitely ours, misplaced. Now, Ian Bolshaw has been criticised defensively, but there he has saved England.
And you know what he has that no one else in England has to save that try? The pace to get to Dominici. This cannot be a try. It cannot be a try. And Bolshaw's pace has saved the day. That's 2 match-saving tries.
I can't understand the delay.
Well, if he gives this try, I'll go and win some ball in the middle of the line-out.
Foot is into touch before it was grounded. Line-out wide ball, 5 meters. You get that?
That sounds like a pretty good explanation to me.
But what a thrilling counter again from France. And Stefan Glass and Dominici are causing endless problems.
But France have got a penalty. He's really policing that line out, is Tupper Henning. Asking players to stay out of the line out if they're not initially involved in it until the line out is over. So not a Dominici try, but it could well be 3 more points for Merceron.
And it's the test England hasn't had for quite some time, certainly not in this Six Nations. France are finding their game here at Twickenham, and Merceron kicking well out of hand and from the ground. Wow. All the doubts, all the demons are exercised. They believe in themselves again, and we're seeing some tremendous rugby. Merceron knowing that every point counts today.
with his side low on confidence entering this game, coming here to Twickenham with England brushing all aside this season until this point.
Well, Cohen and Greenwood, the guilty parties, missed their men. And look at the change of pace. Oh.
That's out. Engage. Play on. Place the ball. And go.
That's good.
Until that point, where holding on after the tackle had been made and not placing it back. Must have been a marginal decision. England won't complain.
Well, I don't think England will complain too much about the refereeing so far. Certainly they haven't been punished by him. This is France holding. It's Benazzi having a monumental game holding now. How long? Long enough. It's away, then there's a second movement to pull it back. Spot on.
It's a good decision. There's Benazzi, the man who gave away this chance to Johnny Wilkinson. Record is still on. Hardly dare say it. Another successful Wilkinson kick. He is majestically mature.
Clive Woodward will be very keen to get his team back into that dressing room.
And Laporte.
Well, Laporte, it's got to be more of the same, but England, they've got to work on their defence as well. I think Phil Larder has got to say, come on, guys, let's compress in the middle and stop France getting it wide. When they've had ball in the England half, they've looked very dangerous.
Gaultier, Mercer on. Time seems to have stood still. Cohen's looking to take the quick one, but now Tupper Henning decides it is half-time. It's been an excellent first half. England starting so well. France coming crashing back like only they can, really. And it's set up a terrific second half to look forward to.
Outstanding performance, powered by experts.
Get ahead of the game. ESPN SoccerNet. Football news, views and results online and on mobile.
SportsDirect.com, UK's #1.
Great Umbro offers. This England away shirt, just £8. That's £8. Denstone Shin Guard, only £3. Just £3. Junior Astro Trainers, £8. Yes, £8. Junior Fleece Pants, £6. That's right, £6. Icons T-shirt, £2. Amazing at £2. More offers available at over 300 stores nationwide and online at
SportsDirect.com.
If you find yourself injured and it's someone else's fault, you can either say it's fate, or you can say, I absolutely did not deserve that, and call Injury Lawyers for You on 0845 345 4444. They're real lawyers who specialise in getting you the exact amount of compensation you deserve, 100% of it. With their help, universal balance is restored. Call Injury Lawyers for You now on 0845 345 4444.
Choose the new and improved Inspiron 15R, the laptop that offers a lot. A lot of fun. A lot of control. A lot of durability. A lot of support before and after your purchase for £429. Order your Inspiron 15R with the Intel Core i3 processor for smarter multitasking and McAfee Security Center. You can tell it's Dell.
Oh, Churchill, I see with your home insurance you get half-price contents cover. Is that something I should think about?
Oh, yes. Oh.
And can I get half-price accidental damage cover for my home contents too?
Oh, yes.
For home insurance you can rely on, call our UK call centres.
Amlin Insurance sponsors Rugby Union on ESPN Classic.
It will be fascinating to see how these two sides start this second half. Mercer on. Scored 10 out of 10, the number 10 in that first period. Here's Delalio.
Place the ball. Stay back.
Matt Dawson, having had that battle with Kieran Bracken at club level last week, keeping his England place. He's had a stunning season in the international jersey. We understand that the message from the England management to the team was to keep the ball in this second half. Would have been tired of the turnovers. Well, they'd love a turnover now as Benazir nearly comes running onto that. There remains a doubt about Benazir's fitness. Stories coming out of the French camp that he will be replaced at some point. Even as early as half-time, when he's flouted that one, he's still on. And he will die for the cause today.
Who's going to tell the big man it's time to come off? Once again, France attacking dangerously. Brilliant stuff there. Nele and then Benazir doesn't try and pick it up.
And Cat happy to signal 6 for that one. Here's Wilkinson to Cat to Greenwood. More like it from Will Greenwood. Greening. Dawson. Wilkinson. Kicked on by Bolshaw. Had to do it. He was not going to make the catch, and he kept the move alive. And then Healy puts it out. Unusually slack from Healy. Who, after coming on for Dan Luger against Wales in the first match, hasn't looked back. England have got the line out.
Well, that's an unbelievable decision. That is an unbelievable decision. It's got to be the worst this season at Twickenham from the touch judge.
He's given not straight here with a nod to the referee.
I think Tupper Henning has just decided that David McHugh made such a mess of that he'd intervene and actually give the right result, and that's French ball. Maybe not.
Feeding at the scrum. Dawson, Greening. Now it's Healy. And Richard Hill. Look at that blast from Hill. If he puts his head down, he could score. Oh, what a try! What a try from Richard Hill. It has brought Twickenham to a new level of volume.
The silent hero. They won't be so silent tonight. Tracks Healy. Look at that change of pace. Ball under the right arm. He's going to fend off the challenge. Oh, that's brilliant from Hill. Nothing France can do about that. Great work. The normally phlegmatic Hill lets his emotions out there. That's a brilliant score for the Saracen.
And here's Wilkinson's kick. As England re-establish a lead. At the moment a slender one, just 2 points. So Wilkinson concentrating hard. That aberration in the first half. But he's got it this time off the post. Just maybe it's turned here for England. France are sure to have a major say. But that was a good spell for England, really, with Hill bursting through.
Too fit, mate.
Trevor Henning is just explaining that he's going to leave the field. I think he's pulled a hamstring. David McHugh is in constant touch with his touch judges through that system.
I wonder whether Cohen, in fact, will be coming off. He's receiving treatment as well, isn't he?
There is no blood, but Ben Cohen's going off anyway, I think. Jason Robinson is now being called back. Now that would be a race you'd want to see. Bernat Sell versus Robinson.
Dangerous going forward, but France might fancy their chances of exposing his lack of positional skill and expertise in the Union game. It could be a test, but going forward, he is going to be a massive challenge to France. And again, England tightening and driving. They are working the French physically up front.
Dawson too high, no distance down the field. Lièvremont drives over, Ibanez. Merceron with the drop goal, he's turned away immediately. Superb kick from Gerard Merceron.
Well, it was a bad kick from Dawson that gave France soft ball, and that is as good a drop goal as you'll see. Straight through the middle. The England forwards did the hard work. They drove France back 10 metres, but Dawson miscued the kick, and Merceron made him pay.
14 points now for Merceron. And now the change. Cohen leaves, Robinson comes on. And for France, Fabrice Landreau is on for Raphael Ibanez at hooker. And Jason Leonard to Phil Greening. Chaos there at the restart. Dawson, Wilkinson, Katz, Neil back. Delalio, Robinson's outside. And now he's in the ruck. Wilkinson, Healy, just couldn't get that ball to Greening.
It was brilliant work from Richard Hill to turn it over for England.
Back to Wilkinson, was maybe thinking about the drop goal to cancel out Merceron's effort, didn't get the time, but now he will certainly, well, he would have thought about the 3 points at goal, but Dawson with that tap and go policy, and then a high tackle, advantage being played. Dawson's approach has worked. This is back to Dawson. Cat. Thought he was in the national for a minute. Robinson. Away from the first tackler. Corrie, good driving. Leonard. Dawson, England really applying the squeeze here. Wilkinson. Out to Bolshaw. Slipped his man Bolshaw. The around score. Could be critical. Ian Bolshaw's amazing season continues. And it's another satin finish from him. Look at this, the way he just smoothly slips away. Dominici couldn't afford to give him half a metre. Fine finish.
Bolshaw does it so well, that little drift off the ball, half a metre, and he's away. The challenge would have come in, just drifted outside the man. It was a beautiful pass, Wilkinson and Bolshaw.
The gap is currently 6 points. So that's an important kick. Wilkinson, the bisector, strikes again. 27-19.
Not just the bisector, the passer as well. Beautiful kick. And now England open up a little bit of daylight.
Outstanding performance, powered by experts.
Spring is just around the corner. So right now, get 25% off the latest must-haves from Tu.
We want to experience. TravelSphere offer expert guided tours to the world's favourite destinations, with travel, hotels and sightseeing all included. Like 4 days in Paris from just $149. Go with TravelSphere and you won't just travel here or here. You'll TravelSphere.
See more with great value guided tours from TravelSphere. Request your brochure today. Call 0800 987 5004. Visit travelsphere.tv or text travel to 60006.
If you want to sell your car, you want to be sure the asking price is right. Right? Right. CarSpotter tells you. Text your registration to 86007 and you get a maximum of 3 messages about price and performance.
£1.50 per message plus your standard network charge.
86007.
Amlin Insurance sponsors Rugby Union on ESPN Classic.
Wilkinson, Robinson. How the crowd would love to see him get away. England going to ground, penalty. Mania. Good long pass, Garbajosa's got it, he's got Dominici outside, but Garbajosa full of pace himself. There comes Dominici, picked a gorgeous line against Bolshaw, gets inside him, back to Garbajosa, wonderful hands! It's going to the video ref.
Garbajosa's pace first of all, and then the finish. Wow.
The second one this afternoon. Garbajosa reaches and scores.
Try. It's Dawson this time who does hit the flag. Dominici does brilliantly. Keeps it alive. Checks inside. Now I think it's Dawson hits the flag. It's not in touch yet. Is his leg on touch or in the air?
Now that's less conclusive. Dawson leg, well, that's the first leg going out. Now Garbajosa.
No, it's Dawson's leg he hits, I think.
Absolutely.
I think Matt Dawson stops him going to ground. You see, it's a great tackle from Dawson now. Now, he's not there yet. Now, his left leg, I think his toe touches the ground. Who'd be a video ref, eh?
Now,
Chuck, can you
that's
hear me?
about as close a call as you could get.
Okay, so it's line out 5, defending ball. Thank you.
He's deemed that the boot of Garbajosa was touching the ground.
Well, that's a great tackle from Dawson anyway. That's brilliant.
And if ever you wanted to see the value of the video ref, then we've seen it this afternoon.
Need to see it in quicker.
See, David McHugh signalled try when Garbajosa went over. Dominici thought he'd scored a try in the first half. He was adamant. And on each occasion, video ref Chuck Muir has decided against. And I think in summation, he's decided right. Wilkinson, he was all but turned there, but England have kept the ball because of Wilkinson's strength on the floor and the support that was there. Robinson, tight corner, gets out of it. Dawson lays that back. Julian White acts as scrum half. Richard Hill, who's been everywhere this afternoon, with a monumental game from him, finds Jason Robinson, and Robinson starts to whiz. Out to Greening. Greening's support was superb, and that could be the try that settles it. No doubt about this score.
Richard Hill was brilliant there. Jason Robinson, given a metre of space, he took several more than that. But Richard Hill on the blind side again made something of not very much. Tremendous work. The England number 6, so strong. The little pass. Now Robinson, the tackles are good, but he just waits his time, and Greening with pace in support, the handoff. And France, no discredit, but England have finally cracked them. He waited the support, and that's a good handoff, you know, by Greening.
England get that breathing space that they've been desperately searching for. And how hard they've had to work in this second period to get it. Crowd behind the post like it. Robinson agrees with them. England have a penalty. Delalio doesn't want to kick at goal. He wants to go and score this try. Neil back. Dawson, plenty of numbers out there for England. Cat to Robinson, who comes in off his wing, looking for work. Desperate to get his hands on that ball. Dawson tries that short side, testing out France, sucking in the defenders. Healy, over the top kick. Cat is chasing. Cat is scoring. England are winning.
Want to know why Austin Healy plays for England? That's the reason. Cat celebrates. But oh, that was brilliant from Healy. We've seen his mate Jordan Murphy do that at Leicester. Takes a special footballer to do that. And Healy facing the wrong way. He knew there was space. Back to the defence. Brilliant, brilliant.
One of his best tricks, that, on the international stage from Austin Healy. As Stuart says, we've seen it in Leicester colours. Yet to see that particular trick from Healy. We've seen many more when he's been wearing the white of England. And as Cat went over, he knew, Twickenham knew. And Wilkinson confirms that finally France are beaten.
Bolshaw comes off, he's had a good game. You have to feel for France. 41-19 is tough on them. They played some tremendous rugby, but the power of England and the way they tightened their game up in the second half, drove, played it in the right part. It's been an impressive second half from the home team.
Reverse pass to Manu from Garbajosa and back to Garbajosa.
Fair dues, we knocked him beforehand, but Garbajosa and Glass have gone really well.
He's looked really good in the centre, Garbajosa, considering he's basically either a winger or a fullback. Delalio, Worsley. Greenwood wanted it kicking long, he got the pass instead, but Jason Robinson just wanted the ball. Worsley to Greenwood. Greenwood almost through. Worsley arrives. What an engine that player's got. But he should be fresh, having just come on. So should Matt Perry. And England are running away with it at the end. And not for the first time in this championship season. It's raining tries for England. And that will make Matt Perry feel a whole lot better.
21, Matt Perry. A mighty second half from England. Lovely ball from Wilkinson. It's all up for France. England have run them off their feet after overpowering them. It's been a very impressive second half. No problem for Perry. He's able to look at himself on the big screen as he goes over there. Likes what he sees.
So England do have that record score. Before today's match, they already had the record number of tries in the championship. What a season for this England team. Wilkinson shows no mercy. And to keep the record theme going, Johnny Wilkinson now has most points in a championship season.
What he doesn't have today is man of the match. Wilkinson's had a good game, but England's man of the match not on the pitch now. He's off. But Richard Hill, the silent hero, no mate, you're not silent anymore. A wonderful try. Just quietly got on with so much around the park. A brilliant performance from Hill. Saracens have just signed him for 4 years. They'll be delighted. Richard Hill, man of the match.
Bracken, who's replaced Dawson, finds Wilkinson, who finds Cat, finds Perry, and France are really out on their feet here. Greening looks nervously, but it's too late in the game to make an example of that kind of thing. This is Galtier.
I'd just like to get the ball wide again to their speedy men. They've looked so dangerous, but England, now they've started to close the defence down.
I'm not sure those speedy men had anything left. England win. What a season it's turning out to be for this England team. A display which will stand out as a further example of this squad's development, not because they brushed a side away, but because, having found themselves in a hole, they managed to get out of it. It was a thoughtful England performance as well as a very powerful one.
A wonderful second half. And I just think Rod McQueen and the Australians watching this in Australia, they're going to know that the core of the Lions are coming from this team, and they are going to be worried. I think that England at this moment are the best team in the world. The way they sorted those problems out in the second half, the power they brought to the game, the control up front and the penetration wide, it's quite some package, because France didn't play badly today. They ran out of steam, but there aren't many teams in the world who wouldn't have. France can hold their heads high. For England, a brilliant second 40.